Hello, hello.
Hey,
How it goes?
how's everyone doing today?
Another day. You know, this Ecto One just keeps haunting me, right?
Yeah, I was saying, like, I was surprised you busted that thing out today, but I know you got to do your work.
I gotta get it done.
Yeah.
So I have to build the second light bar today, but we'll build this one stock, and we'll see what it sounds like compared to the one I modified. So, um, what's interesting is that the curse keeps continuing, right? So all of the pictures, and I took about 1,000 pictures over the build of the light bar,
Uh-huh.
and I imported them into Lightroom, and a whole bunch of them are just blown out. Like
Oh,
just,
no.
it's this orange. I hate. I'll never use this orange again, right? I
Yeah.
did it because I'm like, hey, it'll be Ecto One. It's ectoplasma, right? And the interesting thing is that the back side of this mat is red,
Ooh. Ooh,
right?
cool.
Um, which I used for the GTR. I will also never use that again.
Ooh.
The
Yeah.
red is very tough on cameras. Anything reds and oranges, cameras have some cameras, not all, but I mean most cameras have a tough time with red colors. Um, this likes to turn reds into oranges. So
Yeah.
you always have to correct it, and chasing this color down is always hard in the pictures. And I'll never do it again. It's just one thing after another. So there's a bunch of pictures I have to retake. There's a bunch of pictures. The whole thing is painful. What are you up to today?
I got a lot of little things. I need to fix my one-day build X-Wing. I snapped it off of the base while I was doing some things today. I am going to assemble and light one of the nacelles for the Enterprise C today. I need to work on my light bleed issues. I need to basically get everything ready so I can record the episode for this Thursday's release. So I need to basically practice and get everything put in place. I've engineered some posts here on my nacelle to put my cob. So I have 20 millimeters, 10 millimeters on each side of the blue cob. So I need to get that wired up. But I basically took a couple of just sprues, cut them off of, I think it was the Razor Crest sprue actually, and just kind of glue welded them down in place with lots of cement and CA. And then I have fashioned a Bussard collector with 2 breathing LEDs and a steady. So I need to get this all taken care of. So basically that's my day. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. This is going to be getting the nacelle ready in my first official light job. So.
Excellent. Are you going to use some kind of light blocker between the blue and the red?
Yeah, so I actually picked up, funny, it just showed up probably about 15 minutes before stream. I have some styrene sheets, black styrene, that just arrived. So that, or I was going to try, I'm not quite sure about color and bleed and all that, but maybe that blue coming through will kind of give it a purplish tinge to the Bussard collector. So I'm going to try that first. And
the
see.
Blue is going to blast that red.
Is it?
Yeah, and it'll turn into it's going to look pink.
Okay, so, perfect. So then styrene sheet.
You know what I wish they made? And maybe they do, and I have never looked. I was just thinking, just something to stuff in there to block the light from one side to the other that's non-conductive. If they made black cotton balls.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't that be great? You could just stuff it in there like a fiber fill. Maybe they will make black fiber fill. Just something you could stuff in between the nacelle and the thing instead of trying to cut a perfect little part of, acrylic or a piece of styrene or something. Yeah.
I wonder if a piece of foam would work too.
Yes, why not foam?
I've got a lot of foam laying around from different pieces that I've bought recently. I'm gonna give that a try. Great idea.
Something like that. Yeah, take a little block of foam. I was just thinking something that's super soft, that's pliable.
Yeah.
Even if you use a block of foam, you still have to cut it, or else it's gonna leak around the edges, right?
Right. Yeah, and I also I picked up some black CA as well, so I'm going to be using that. And I've experimented with, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I've lined the inside where the grills interface with the actual nacelle itself. I've done some curved line tape in there to see if I can do some light bleed with that as well. I'm just trying to experiment with lots of different little things too.
I'm surprised you haven't painted the inside of the nacelles black.
That is also on the table for today.
Because I think that cob is going to light up that plastic like it's going to glow, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
if it was me, I would have painted the insides black and then over the top of them with some kind of silver, aluminum, chrome, something like that to reflect the light back in, because the black will absorb the light. But the light block it, like I do with the Titanic, right? Put a layer of black down and then cover it with a layer of some kind of aluminum or silver or something.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to 100% do that. I think that's a fantastic idea. It had been on my mind, and I got everything ready for that, too, if I needed to. So that's fantastic.
I mean, test it first. You know, close the nacelle up with the cob lighting and all the lighting in. Turn all the lights off and see if you're getting a glow through it. Now, your exterior paint's already done or no?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I had done this, like, I'd done my paint long before I decided to light this thing up. So this is all post. So I'm having to modify now at this point, which is what I love doing. That's one of the things that I've found is, like, you know, doing just regular scale models is fun, but, like, it's really the modding and the having to completely create something for yourself within the model that really is the fun part for me right now. And so, yeah, this is just a blast, like, having to figure it out. And that's great. I had that on my mind, and I was curious, and so I'll definitely try it. But in the future, I know the approach that I'm going to take for painting my models going forward. So yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, Buck.
What are you working on today? Welcome.
First, I'm going to fix the broken strobe on here. Actually, I'm not going to fix the broken strobe. I'm just going to use the light from the strobe to put it in here because it has a red lens. Why does it have to have a red light that's really sensitive? And if you look at it wrong, it goes dead, which I did.
Excellent.
Oh,
See,
and Todd,
that's why I want to get through this. I want to get through these so I can get to the roof rack.
Yeah. By the way, Todd, you
Yes,
don't
sir.
want to you don't want to work on the roof rack
No, why?
because it is so cheap. When I'm putting it together, I feel like I'm going to break it. I don't know if you've opened it yet, but
No.
it's hollow.
Oh,
Excellent.
Yeah. All the parts are hollow, which makes them feel really, really bad. And I got to do some decals because on a $1,500 model, they can do that decal, but not the red ones. This is just stuff that I did in the last 2 videos over the last couple hours. And here's the really cool part. So once you get all these square pieces put together,
Excellent. Now,
and
Buck, real quick. And this is I know it's just me, but can you straighten your camera?
oh, I just can.
Oh, thank you. Oh God. My
Yeah, I was
OCD.
about to say something.
I was getting triggered.
Well, Todd,
Yeah.
there's another thing that you can't see it now,
Yeah.
but I felt this one when I put it on was kind of iffy, and this one, and then I put this one on in the next stage, and when it's attached here, this part here is about, let's say, about that far off.
God.
This part is warped, all pieces.
Do I even have the next stages?
And
I know I just got 131 to 134, so
as I was building this on my video, and it's funny because I had somebody actually say it's kind of refreshing to hear you give your honest opinion, was a comment that I got, and I was like, I always do. And I was thinking about that comment as I'm sitting here talking about this and saying how much I think it's for a $1,500 model. This part was $5.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's such a major part of the model.
But it's not that important. It just is the first part you see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also,
I love the Ecto 1. I gotta say, I love the Ecto 1.
I talked about these too.
Oh, the stickers?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
So is the Ecto one an old Eagle Moss?
Yes.
Okay. That explains
And
it.
I flat out said, I don't blame this on Fan Home. Fan
No,
Home
this
did us
isn't Fan
all a
Home.
favor and picked this thing up. But I also
at least
see
they're letting
why
us finishing it, and from what I understand, it's not coming back either. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
And the people that make all the mods, I now see why they make all these mods for the roof rack and all that.
Oh yeah.
On the other
Mike
hand,
Lane's has got a crazy amount of stuff for that model. It's insane.
oh yeah. Well, on the other hand, I'm not willing to spend another $500 on top of a $1,500 model to make it right.
no, I
Right.
can get fixing little things here and there, like adding carpet or something like that. That's
Yeah.
not a big deal. But when you got to sit there and replace the entire thing, you know, if you do a comparison and you look at like all the parts that you had to make the Enterprise, or all the parts you had to make the DeLorean, for example, right? All those complex little parts for the reactor deck, all the wiring inside, all that kind of stuff, and then you're wondering why the dashboard and kit is so simple. You know,
Right.
I mean, it's things like that when they charge the same, right? The DeLorean overall is going to cost you the same as kit, relatively. I mean,
Yeah.
it's 126 issues for the car. Let's not count the extension, and it's 110 for the kit, right? But you got to sit there and go, okay, you could have done a little better. Like
Well-
the flux capacitor in the DeLorean was unexcusable, right? I
No,
think they could've-
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, they
Christmas,
could've-
the Christmas tree I could get over, but the flux capacitor, it's like, yeah, we're never turning this thing on. Because I didn't spend the money to replace the thing.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's places where you sit there and go, okay, you're charging the same amount for the model. Where's the money going? Now, to be
Right.
fair, the Ecto 1 has got more metal than any other model. I mean, it weighs a ton. But it's just, I don't know. It's tough, I gotta say.
Yeah.
What's up, Chase?
Yeah, let me get to the chat.
Well, wait.
Friend?
I know a model that outweighs the Ecto 1, but it
The
wasn't
Routemaster?
put out like, yeah.
Yeah,
What's up,
see,
Keith?
see how dark my picture is? I do not.
It
It's
is.
this background. It's this.
How's it going, David?
I was going to say, I think it's the orange.
It is the orange, because if I were to put white here,
How's it going, Ken?
instead, does it adjust and get brighter? No, it just stays dark.
Hey, Steven.
I'm telling you, this camera, I don't know what it is about this camera.
Let's see here. Ken, yes, I am working on Enterprise C. I have a series up that goes up on Thursdays.
Are you getting all
Check
the
out
chat?
my channel.
Okay, good. I was going to get
So,
Steve,
I just-
Ken,
for
Darth, and
giggles.
Chase, and Keith, and the other Ken.
You know, in the first, it's funny because in the first 24 hours, ET was kicking ass on the Batmobile on my channel. ET has fallen in the dust. ET now has 154. The first issue, ET has 154 views, and the Batmobile has 334.
There's a lot of people that like the Batmobile.
I think so.
I got to get a memory card.
Well, and to be fair, though, the Batmobile, this is a new model, right? Like, this is the first release.
Oh, yeah. Both of them are.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, the thing that YouTube really likes is new things. Like, anything
Yeah.
that's new, it loves. So
Well, see,
it's not a
and-
surprise.
And that's why I'm sitting here kicking around the idea. And I will be honest, I asked Fan Home, and Fan Home said, no. You don't you're what is it? Per video view per video views is not high enough.
Yeah.
For them to sponsor me on the ISS because nobody's gonna do it. Or very few people are gonna do it.
Yeah.
I love the ISS. I love the idea of the ISS. 1/120th scale is a great idea. The lights, everything else. But I have a 1/144th ISS that costs me 1/15 of what the ISS is going to cost.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't get the Revell anymore, actually they're re-releasing it this year. It's going to cost 150, 160 bucks because it's going to have all the photo edge. But I'm kicking around the idea of starting my ISS build after I do I will do the video of the are the two issues I'm getting from the ISS, and I'll probably do a comparison to the Revell.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not spending another $1,500 on the ISS when I have one that's going to be about 3 inches shorter.
Right.
Storm's going to be late, he says, 15 minutes late to the stream. At least I said I was going to be late before the stream and that I was dropping Jordan off at the store.
Not this Jordan.
So I know. That's why I said, how'd you get back so fast?
God, I've done things here. Jesus.
Before I start fixing stuff on this thing, so I don't forget, let me post my video for tonight.
Ken, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I got a lot of stuff on the channel, so appreciate it. The Enterprise C is a custom paint job build that I'm doing.
By the way, I didn't get to the next video. The last video I watched on your Enterprise C, you had just used the micro mask.
Yeah.
Did you actually end up repainting?
I did.
So, see how you are?
Of course, I wound up repainting. There it is.
Hang on.
I wound up in the following episodes. I wound up stripping it down and then using the Aztec dummy.
Yeah. Well, and see, here's what's funny is, let me see. Oh, it's still, no, it's not. It's dried out. I bought this in 2013, and when I went to use it, I took a plug out of it.
Oh, man.
Actually, I think it might still be liquid. Oh, it looks like it might be. But yeah, I tend not to use it. I tend to where is it? Come on, somebody say it's over there.
It's over there.
You didn't say where is that?
Yeah.
I said, where is it? Where is it?
Oh, we didn't hear that.
But I tend to hand paint.
Yeah.
There is a reason why. I do need to decant a little bit of the paint from the spray can and touch up right there. But I tend to hand paint because I'm kind of good at it. I'm not Donnie good at it. I'm not Donnie good at it. Nobody's Donnie good at it except Donnie.
I much prefer using the airbrush. I'm just much more comfortable with it. And so, yeah, I mean, the liquid mask was a suggestion, and I think it was Donnie's suggestion, actually. And, but I mean, it when it worked great, but when it stopped working, it worked horribly, and then I couldn't get it off. And that was the problem. And then I had used CA to put the parts together, and when I'd separated everything, it like just left this ridge behind, and oh god, like the amount of time I think the Defiant sat inside of IPA for like a collective 24 to 36 hours over the course of the model, just getting soaked off. This piece has also spent about the same amount of time because I've messed it up a couple times, and that was like in the peak of me really rushing through getting a ton of work done. Like, not that the quality of the videos was bad, but the quality of the model work was a little bad. And so I was just working too hard and going too fast and like getting way ahead of myself. And so, yeah, this was a lesson for sure. And like the Aztec dummy is such like any masking is just amazing. And for like airbrushes, it's perfect just because you go high to low on the paint, you know, and it's super easy to approach. And I find though when spraying, like in the beginning, I was spraying a lot of Vallejo, you know, because I didn't know any better. And I've learned that Vallejo is a great paint for brushes, and to me is a great paint for airbrush. So this model is kind of like a hybrid, and I'm having currently right now to deal with like having to paint using older styles that I was doing, and it's interesting. Like, I've been spending a lot of time down here on the nacelles and getting powered up because I'm a little afraid to look at the rest of the model. I haven't looked at the saucer in a little while. Can I also hate when I can't get it off? As a matter of fact, I should.
That is the worst, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I'll Ken, just so you can see it, I'll bust out the saucers. I haven't actually looked at the saucer section in a minute. I'm a little nervous.
Don't do it.
Oh, it looks fine. So I did a custom paint job, and I'm gonna do a what if.
Make yourself big, buddy.
I should do that.
Show it off. You're showing off things.
Bring myself up here. So get it all put together. But I did a custom paint job. I don't really like the way the ambassador class is painted. So I've chosen a custom paint scheme. So that's the bottom. This was all hand masked with like home tape, like the stuff you use on the walls of your house. And so I feel like I did a pretty good job. And then here's the top. So I chose to go with a gray. It's a straight gray, the Mecha gray from Vallejo. And then I have the Mecha blue gray from Vallejo. And then the dark gray is German gray from Tamiya. So, but this is all hand done. I now have the full Aztec dummy set, and so I want to take the Aztec dummy because, like, I'm only really going to be wind up using the Aztec dummy for a very small portion of the model. So I actually kind of want to lay it down over the top, although I'm a little nervous. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may just build another ambassador class and do it stock, just because. But so that's the saucer section, and. Actually, I'm not sad about that paint job. I'm not sad at all. So I have my nacelle stuff here for the video. I've got all that done. And then here is the engineering section. So, and this was all done with, like, I think the saucer was done with regular house tape, and then the engineering section, I had finally graduated to Tamiya masking tape, rice tape, and stuff like that. So, but totally custom. I'm gonna create a what if. It's an alternate universe Enterprise C, one that survived the battle in the Narendra 3 and wound up being a museum ship in the end. So that's the idea. So yeah, I just have, like, this is literally the last bits that I need to paint. It's the where the impulse engine is and a couple of phaser strips. That's it. The rest of it's all painted. I need to clear it, and I need to finish assembly, but I need to light it too. So I decided to light the model very late in the process. And so I've done the copper job on the chiller grills. So the idea, and then I basically took very painstakingly, and this is one of my better videos in this series. I very painstakingly went through with 164-inch tape, just like for the chiller grills on the Enterprise D, the much bigger and easier ones to paint. I wound up doing the same work here, and so the idea is that, you know, when I don't have the model powered up, it looks like it's just in the off position, or it's in the off, so the grills are copper. So yeah, pretty proud of this one. I started this model back in, Christmas? Holy crap.
That's not bad.
Yeah. No, well, but comparatively to you, like, I mean, that's... I started this one model back in 1986, and...
Well, when I did my NX-01...
Oh, yeah.
That took me about 8 months, and that was... I did a... I guess you'd call it a custom paint job. I just threw some metallic over it, and it was funny because it reacted with something. And so I got a little bit of orange peel, but I liked the way it looked, so I left it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it would make sense too for that ship because I mean, the pioneering days of Starfleet, they don't have everything perfect.
Well, and then I had the I can't remember the name of the company. I think they're gone, but I had wallpaper decals on the thing. Oh yeah.
Oh, did you guys see that Rick Sternbach has his own decal company now?
That doesn't surprise me whatsoever, being that every time he's at Wonderfest, he's always selling his decals. So
yeah, so he's got. I think I saw him. It was on HDA, I believe, or Scalemates, one of the two. Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of different sets, like just generic, like Starfleet, Romulan, Klingon, Ferengi, like all sorts of, just a whole sheet with all sorts of different decals on there. Super cool, and they're like $20 a sheet. I may have bought one.
may have?
May have, yeah. May have.
May have probably.
Yeah.
Well, the wallpaper disc decals on the NX-01, they worked out really, really well.
Really?
Yeah. They were an aftermarket, so you had to cut the decals there. The carrier film was like one full sheet. They had to cut around the decals. On the entire ship, I want to say that I lost 1 or 2 decals, which mean since they are mirrored on the other side, there's 4 decals that didn't go on. Of course, it took like 2 to 3 hours a night for a week to do all the decals on that thing.
Yeah, wow. And that's the 350 scale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually I will be doing another NX-01, except I'm sure that if I wanted to sell the refit body I have for the 350,
yeah,
I could probably get some bank, because about the time that I bought mine, about 2 months later, the guy who made it died.
Oh goodness, yeah. So you have the refit, so you have the engineering section on the 350.
Yes,
dude.
And it is built for lighting. There are brass tubes in the arms for the nacelles.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah, It was. I think it was the guy that made it. His company name was Howling Wolf, but he passed, and it was like right after I got them, and I'm like, oh wow, because they weren't. It wasn't cheap. It's all resin, and we're not talking 3D printed resin.
Well, no, and I mean, like when that model came out, the 350 scale came out in like what, 2005, 2006.
Yeah, but this is 2012 or 13 that I got this stuff.
Okay, yeah. What was it? Cult TV Man yesterday sent out his newsletter, and there's it's a weird scale, but the 547 or 527 scale.
I think it's 547.
Yeah, the Reliant is coming back out.
Yeah, that was the original scale.
Really?
Model. Yes. Which is why over the years I've ended up with 3 of them.
Of course. Jesus fuck.
There's only certain things like that.
Yeah. What I'm looking for right now is I've actually got. I know I just finished the Defiant, but I want to do the 420 scale Defiant because there's a lot of the green strawberry stuff out there for it. Have a little bit of a good relationship with them, so I'm hoping maybe after the Razor Crest is done, I might be able to shill for that too. So, but yeah, like some of those older models is really interesting. Like, I mean, I know that they weren't the most accurate pressings or however you want to call it, but some of them though, like the 350 NX-01, for instance, is such a good looking model. Like, it's such a good looking model. I've got my eye right now. I'm actually currently bidding on an auction for one of the runabouts from Deep Space Nine. That one looks like a super fun model to build and light up. So yeah.
Wow. I just looked for that thing. Last it said JT Graphics may actually have that kit.
Really?
Yep.
I want to do like with a couple of the what is it, the 1,000 scale ones, like the one I did. I did my NX01 in 1 week for my buddy Matt, and it was the first model that I finished on the channel, and like it was awesome. But I look back and I'm like, oh, that looked really great, but I could have done better. And what I really want to do is I want to take a couple of those 1,000 scale NX01s and then build one Starfleet style, Starfleet style, and then do one for the Mirror Universe. That'd be super cool, and then have a diorama where they're fighting each other.
So
an Imperial NX01 and a regular NX01 going at it would be pretty cool.
Looking at this, it had to have been in 2014, 2015 that I bought it, because it was originally released in June 2014.
Okay.
But let's see. Share screen. Select window. Yeah, that's the one. There's the refit parts.
Cool.
And it's 350 scale.
That is super cool.
Matter of fact, if you look right here, it has the spikes for the nacelles.
Oh wow, it does.
Yep. And it has a so there's the antenna, the normal antenna that's on the dish, and the TOS style deflector dish.
Yeah, so it's still in the refit it still has the front deflector dish on the stock ship, and then they added the lower deflector as well.
Yep. A couple panels to close up the nacelles.
Yep. I chose not to do that on my build. I left them open. I much preferred having the open grills.
Oh yeah, the chiller grills being out in the open is fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we let Dave in?
We should.
I think
he
Dave
let
can let
himself in
himself
these days.
Dave, are you here?
I'm here.
Vader crotch.
That went over like a lead balloon.
Yeah, it did.
You sneeze or something?
Vader crotch. Gesundheit.
Yeah, according to, and this was last updated, it looks like November of 2018. It looks like JT Graphics may have it.
Ken says it's a nice looking set.
It is a nice set. One of these days I'll actually build it.
Ken, this is also the first model that I've lit since I was a little kid, and even though those was like lighting kits, so I'm attempting my hand at custom lighting for the first time. So we'll see how this goes. Although my Bussard collector, I think, has turned out pretty good. Let's go ahead and fire that bad boy up. Where is it? So my camera sucks, but oh god, it really washes it out. But the breathing LEDs inside kind of give it the effect of swirling gases inside. So, Todd, I stole this right from you.
Ah, that's okay.
Yeah. And my first time using these fancy little clips, they're amazing.
Oh, for your power supply?
Yes.
Oh, they're the best.
Yep. They arrived right with the styrene sheets.
How many of you guys have gotten the mask designs? Anybody? For the
just
PG
Dave,
Falcon?
right?
The mask sets?
Yeah, I think just Dave, I think, right?
What's that?
Did you get the mask designs, the mask
Yeah.
set for the PG
Yeah.
Falcon?
I did.
Anybody
It came on.
else? Jordan?
I think it came yesterday. I know. You guys all want this.
We do.
No, wait, this one. Too much blue tech. With that roll on it. I was just putting them together so everyone can see them again in person. So there's just a photo, but I'm just putting together the blue tack right now. I don't have the lightsaber made yet. Soon enough.
Cool.
I mean, and just think, this is only one of the characters. There's 3 characters in this diorama. It's massive.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see the scale of it in my. I mean, it's 1/6 scale, but they're saying it and they're seeing it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And there's like a platform that he's standing on too, right? Like a rock
Yeah, there's
platform.
the base, and they have the base sent in 3 pieces, pre-supported. But the third piece, I don't know why in the world they did this. The third piece doesn't even fit my plate, and my plate's a 10-inch diagonal plate. Doesn't fit that. That's how big it is. So
You have to print
they
it a couple
sent. Yeah, somebody else must have complained too, because then they sent a 6-piece base, but then it's not supported, and I was like, well, that was just lazy, but whatever. This is not. Hold on, you guys can't even see this. That's how. Hold on, I gotta zoom out. I'm zoomed all the way out.
Wow.
Hold on, move my camera.
Wait. Dave's big now.
Okay,
Man.
it still feels like he's going cha-cha at the end of some kind of
Yeah.
dance show.
That's funny. Yeah, he's pretty big.
That is so cool, man.
That's just the one piece of them. I will say I'm impressed. It's all pre-supported too. I didn't have to do a lot of work. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Whoever did this, they did a really good job. So I have some of the stormtroopers here too. Yeah, like here's one of the guns for the stormtrooper. One with actual rifle. Like this is his arm anyway. To kind of get an idea.
Cool.
Yeah. Helmets. I have to fix the hole in the helmets, obviously, and do a little bit of sanding. But anyway,
That is so
plenty more
cool.
parts to go.
All right,
Yep.
I have to turn up my fan. I apologize.
You can unbig me now. Don't mind my hair.
No, we want you to be big.
Seriously, you can unbig me now.
Busy playing with
I'm gonna
LED.
put this
There
down.
you
I'm
go.
not building him. I was just building him to show you guys.
Everybody send Todd thoughts and prayers. He is currently dying in dying heat.
Well, like I said before, I'm like sweet chocolate, right? I melt at 86 degrees, so it's like 84 in the house.
Todd,
Yes,
I have just one question.
yes, sir.
Why do you live in Phoenix?
I hate it here. I don't know why anybody lives here.
I liked it while I was there. So, there's the difference. There it is. There's a huge difference. So there is the ones I had before. The washi tape.
Oh, the washi tape, yeah.
And I thought that this was a little bit too good a deal. like I said, the 20 rolls were like $13. This was like $9 for all this.
Yep.
And I kind of like the fact that these are a little bit narrower than this.
Yeah, that looks like 4mm, is it?
Actually, I believe it's 3mm.
3? Oh,
It's odd. It's odd. It's
That's
I
odd.
believe it's 3mm and then 7mm. This, I believe, is 5. Or no, this is 5mm. Sorry, I don't even know what this is. But see how much is on this partially used roll?
Yeah.
See how much is on the unused roll?
Oh. But then again, you have like 30 rolls of tape. You're not going to need tape again for like
3
forever.
weeks. Well, what I like about this too is the 3 different sizes. That's really nice. Hey, Gordon.
Hey, Gordon.
Hi, Gordon. So, am I right to do that thing I talked about earlier tonight, or I didn't really see anybody say anything, so maybe I don't need to do my little test here or whatever tonight.
On the ammo versus or the AK versus.
No, I did that already. That's done.
Okay.
You guys asked about the difference between weathering over like gloss or flat satin varnish before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
That's what I had
Absolutely.
for tonight. If not, I'll just go ahead and paint my tank. It's up to you guys.
I
wanna see it.
would really like to learn.
Well, it's more of answering a question because it's something that a lot of folks ask. Because it's a good question as to what to weather over top of.
Yeah.
I had somebody hit me up just today. Actually, he sent me a comment on one of my sites and just asking, "Hey, can you do a video showing how you paint and weather?" I'm like, one video? No, I don't think I can do one video. You gotta go watch somebody that knows how to paint and weather. I'm gonna send them your channel.
Oh, by the way, in case I also mentioned this in my video that I did today. So, red to red, black to black. LED is dead.
What'd you do? Did you forget a resistor?
Watch
Wired
this.
backwards.
I love the way Eagle Moss did shit.
Well, you can never trust the wire colors. Ever.
No, well, God, look, this is on a JST connector.
That doesn't mean anything.
They did it backwards.
That doesn't mean anything. The wires on the kit scanner are wired backwards.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, I hit my power supply together again. Yay!
I actually got to test my power supply. It does work.
Good.
I didn't blow
Stick it
anything
on
up
your
yet,
tongue
though.
like a 9-volt battery.
No, I just put an LED on the end of it. And I started it at 2 volts and went up to 12, and it was a fun time.
Beetlejuice.
Hey guys, I'm just popping in for a minute.
deflector
Hey,
dish.
I thought you were bailing on us tonight.
Well, I got to run upstairs soon to start getting ready to go out. I got this done in time.
Ooh, beauty.
Oh, it's so nice. Todd, you and John did. It's perfect.
Oh wow, there you go.
It is perfect. I didn't even use the 2 stock LEDs. This is just the.
No, I didn't either.
Oh, I didn't see you take them out.
Oh yeah, no, I ripped them out.
Okay, yeah.
You're gonna need to put some tape all around the back of that.
Yeah, I actually light blocked the back of the whole thing a bit.
Yeah, I did too, but it's still blast light, so
Out of the edges.
You don't want it lighting up your windows. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, exactly. So I know I got some more light blocking to
just
do here.
seal up the back of it, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, there's still some holes with light coming through.
It's great.
Yeah.
Isn't
Dude,
it?
that looks so good.
That's all Todd's planning and testing over. Like this is like the 3rd version or something.
Yeah, we made mini versions. I printed mini versions.
Yeah, because when Todd, I think the only real good input I had was when Todd whipped out that kind of big, beefy, thick cob strip, I was like, there's got to be something without the shoulders.
Ian, never put those words together again.
Big, beefy
Ever.
shoulders.
No, Todd whipped out big beefy strips.
Big, beefy cob strips. No, jeez. There we go.
Big beefy cobs.
Listen, I could do that any time of the day.
And the Todd father.
He is the Todd father. Yeah, so that was the 3D print from Shapeways was pretty good. It was very nice. I downloaded all the STLs. Now I can finally print them if I needed to. But they look really good.
Well, you can just buy it off of Shapeways?
Yeah, it's like a minimal charge. He put zero profit. I think he sold them for a penny. But Shapeways makes everything more expensive.
Right.
They have like a minimum price plus their processing and shipping. So like if you order them on Shapeways, it comes out to like, I don't know, what was it, Todd? Like 20 something bucks?
No, it's like 12.
12. Yeah, it's not that much.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. I might have to just pick that up then. Like,
Yeah,
now.
and I used a Stonewall Gray game.
I put the STLs on my website too. So
Oh, perfect.
if
Yeah,
can
you
print
just download
then
them.
You can just print them.
I mean, I can't print them, but I mean, might be able to find a place around here that can.
Well, Ian seems to have spare 3D printers just laying around. So
Yeah, I
maybe he'll give you one.
could 3D print a set or two of these things. I
Dig
downloaded
it.
all the STLs, and I got clear resin.
Man, why didn't you say something earlier, Jordan? Because let me look at my little box of goodies here. I'm pretty sure I already have a painted set of them.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Was that your first set or just the spare you
No,
made?
this was a spare I made for you, but you said you wanted to buy them from Shapeways, so I already have a painted copper set ready to go.
Well, I mean, eventually we'll ship something back and forth to each other, so.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or I'll bring them to Wonderfest.
Yeah, I
There
mean,
you
this
go.
is
It's going to be
stage.
a long time before you get to this.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
not-
87, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm on stage, like, I'm getting stages like 32 through 36, like, here coming up, so we're
Do you
good.
want one of us to bring you like a foot of that 2.7 millimeter cob strip?
Oh, you mean the one that I already have?
Oh, you already bought some 2.7?
Currently
Okay.
sitting inside of this nacelle right now.
Oh, there you go. Oh, for the little guy, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't make my post long enough, and so I need to stretch it out. I thought I was going to get away with it, but you can really tell that it doesn't go all the way down. So
You need more strip?
I just need to wrap it a little longer. So
Okay. So what's everybody doing? Oh, Buck, roof rack time?
roof rack.
Yeah, I'm fixing it. By the way, Ian, this will make you happy. I know you. This will make you happy. Watch. It dances.
Oh, it's a little crooked.
It's crooked. It's cheap as hell.
Is it
I mean,
metal?
tell us how you really feel. I mean, don't hold back.
It's barely plastic.
Oh, it's not metal?
No. Good
Oh.
God, why would they make it decently?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bought the aftermarket one though, didn't you?
Yeah, the whole shebang pre-made from Corey.
Yeah, so you've got the car itself, which costs you $1,500, and the aftermarket that costs you $3,000.
Well, I didn't pay for the car. I mean, the first few issues I did when it was Crapple Moss. It's the Enterprise I'm paying for to finish because
Yeah.
I'm modding it heavily, and they would frown upon that.
Yep.
Todd seems to get away with it because he has a website. It's not like YouTube videos. For some reason, if it's in a video, they don't like it.
Yeah. Well,
They don't bother the Todd father.
Well,
Well,
because I was modding them long before they came to me, so that's their problem.
yeah, they came to Todd, not the other way around.
Like,
But no, we were talking about it, and when the ISS releases, I may do the one video for the pack that I'm going to get, and then I may break out my Revell ISS and build it.
Build the Revell. Isn't the Revell like 75% the same size?
Yes, it's one 1/44th versus one 1/20th.
That's, yeah, I mean, it's a difference. It's, measurable, but not massive.
No,
I wonder, guess the Revell probably have better details.
very, very probably, and it'll be all plastic.
Damn it, Ken, stop it. Look at this.
I know. I wasn't gonna say anything.
I thought
read.
about it.
Ah.
Phenomena.
Phenomena.
Do-do-do-do.
I hate all of you sometimes.
With good reason.
Yes, you've earned it. You've earned it. Here's a
Yes.
crunch bar in your damn ear. I gotta order something. What do I need? I don't think I need anything. I always need something, but not an urgent need of anything. No. Heavy duty insoles? Nah, I'm okay there for now. Silicone tubing. That always looks fun.
Dave, that went down into those lines really nice.
Yep. You know which one this one is?
Is that the other? The gloss? Yeah. Okay.
So you're gloss clearing over metallic finishes?
So, you guys had asked me what the difference was in weathering over gloss, satin, or a flat finish. So when I got done with the metallic test, I just put each one of the types of clear down. So this was the gloss. This one here's the satin. Whoop. Satin. And then this is the flat or matte. I'm working so I didn't forget. Interestingly enough, the satin and matte still look better than the Atom metallics with a gloss coat on. I put a gloss coat on. I'm trying to make them look a little bit better. It's not awful, but
Yeah, the Atom
look
paint,
metallic.
it might not be the best for airplane skin.
No, it's not. I would say it's good for, chipping effects or small part.
Mechanical features,
Yeah,
maybe?
exactly. Yep, be great for that, but not for airplanes.
Yeah.
It
Not
went
for-
down really nice. Like it sprayed beautifully, but it doesn't look the same.
Not glossy. Not
Nope.
not shiny metal.
No, and not the AK. Dave, by the way, the video I'm releasing tomorrow is going to be like a whole shout out to you and Todd, basically. I applied the AK Extreme Metal in several small coats or thin coats, and it just turned out gloriously.
Yeah. See? Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yes.
I'm
And that's
sorry.
why I'm like super fascinated in what you're doing, because before I do any weathering, I need to clear up the I need to clear the razor crest.
See, that goes down just as well. Now, granted, the trick here is my pointy little brush.
Yeah, it's got a really long bristle on it. I like it.
Mhm. I actually bought. I have another one of these that's really good for chipping because of the same thing, long and pointy, and you can hold lots of paint.
I'm gonna have to pick
Okay.
one of those up.
You got a question, Jordan?
Oh, that's great, Ken. Perfect. Yeah, I see that actually. So what I need to do, after I got that lit, I don't need to do much light blocking, by the way. It's kind of crazy. But what I need to do is put this. Basically, I need to move this back because it didn't quite light up the entire nacelle, and I was thinking about that. Great, Ken. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. Can you
idea.
cut cob in between the soldering points?
There'll be lines on it where you can cut it.
You have to cut it on the soldering points, like right in the middle of each solder point. That's where you cut
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Got it.
There's lines, but on that real small stuff, you can't see it unless you peel the adhesive tape off the back,
I see.
because the soldering points are on the back, hiding underneath all that packing tape.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just probably, because like the reason I went this short is because like I only got, it's every 10 millimeters is the or 10 centimeters, or is it millimeters? It's 10 centimeters. Every 10 centimeters is the cut line, and so I was just like,
Every
20.
10?
I think it's 10, yeah. Or is it 5?
No,
No, it's
No,
five.
it's 5.
it
It's
can't
it's
be
fine.
because on my cops, it's like every inch.
yeah, it's a little bit less than an inch, tiny bit less than an inch on my cob strip, just like Todd's. It's Like,
Yeah, you're
Todd,
right.
when I cut those 6 sections, it was like just barely, not quite 6 inches total.
Perfect. All right, great. So I know exactly what I need to do now. Love
When you
it.
got
Which
5
is-
meters of it, just rip the whole damn thing out and make
That's
it an inch
right.
longer.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like the beauty of it is I can just save this and use it for something later. Like perfect grade Falcon.
Yeah, I'm not going to use the 2.7 in the Falcon. I'm going to use bigger stuff like 5 millimeter.
It's twice as big, but it's how you use it.
It's not really twice as bright so much. It's just, it spreads light further, I guess. I don't really need anything on Amazon. I haven't been on the, I didn't start being on the stream right away, but I'm looking for excuses now. Totally
You need some
looking.
more 3-in-1 oil.
No, I've got plenty of 3-in-1 oil still.
So I've accidentally so you know how you get on Amazon? It's like, hey, if you spend $25, we'll get it to you in the morning.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
Yes, too many
Right?
times.
It's
Oh,
every
God.
day.
So I have like 6 bottles of 3-in-1 oil because I keep forgetting that I bought it last time to do that.
You
So I
forgot
have
you
like a
bought it.
gallon of it. Yeah. It's,
You just slather yourself in it and roll around and
oh
like,
yeah. Don't you?
I
Am
don't
the
know.
only one?
be better than mud wrestling.
Would it though?
I don't know. It might not be. I already ordered that. I already ordered the Szechuan chili corns. Let's see here. Peppercorns.
I am so tempted.
I know. It's always tempting.
No, I'm talking about the ISS. Since the Platinum Edition is out, I'm
What-
tempted to.
Platinum
Yes.
Somebody has to build it. Come on.
from Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the
No.
Hachette or D'Agostini or whatever it is.
Todd, I would
Yes.
love to. I would love to build it. I just can't afford to.
I tried.
I know. And they said, "You know, Todd." No.
You said no?
They said no.
Oh. No, I thought they actually asked you if you knew Todd.
Wait, really you?
They have some very. I've been seeing ads for some very large, prominent streamers building their stuff.
Yeah.
So
It's really weird. Yeah, it's like people that aren't even model builders or like
Well,
part work people. Like they're just
yeah, they're just like sci-fi guys, which I
Yeah.
get if that's their thing, but
what I think is funny, and it's funny and irritating at the same time. They're pushing. I see it all the time. They're pushing RoboCop like nobody's business, but they can't get the 4th shipment.
that is ironic.
Yeah, I even, they had the Facebook ads. I even put a comment about that on the Facebook ad, going, "How are you pushing this so hard when you can't get the 4th shipment?"
well, you got to understand a little bit about Facebook marketing too. You buy ads for a certain block of time, and that's
Yeah.
it. Once you paid for it, they run. You run out of parts, it doesn't matter. They run. I mean, you cancel it, but you don't get your money back.
Yeah.
So it may be that was prepaid and done and everything, and they may have the first 4 issues just to get somebody started, and by the time they get the 5th issue, or those people get to the 5th issue, they should have parts. But I'm more the people like there's people that have D'Agostini that have started it in November and still don't have parts. Like they signed up and there was nothing there. And I'm like, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, COD
Well,
LED panels.
It's like, what was it? I've got stages 1 through 3, and that was December. That's where I've been since December. Well, I actually have stage 5 now, but
That's
I
so
don't
weird.
need it.
Maybe the factory screwed up and skipped 4 and started building 5 and forgot they didn't build 4 yet.
Oh no, I've talked to them multiple times, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't know."
Maybe it's underneath a bridge in Baltimore's harbor. I don't know, man.
Oh.
You never know.
Too soon. What are you saying? It was on the back of a construction truck?
No.
Too soon.
Oh,
Todd wasn't
ship.
there that day.
On a container ship that got a bridge dropped on it because it couldn't steer.
Well, what is it? Don't they have a number for like the number of shipping containers that fall into the ocean every year?
It's a lot.
Yeah, like
There's a lot. Yeah, I mean, the RoboCop Stage 4 could be at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, for all we know.
What in the hell?
And they're just waiting for a replacement order to come in. It's covered by the shipping company's insurance.
This is making no sense.
What's making no sense? The roof rack?
No, the LED that, well, yeah, part of the roof rack, but the LED that I thought I popped through.
Oh, I don't know what to
Of course.
buy.
It's a red LED.
Okay, I gotta go upstairs soon. Someone help me figure out something to buy.
Ken's
Did you
asking
get the-
if we need 1, 2, 3 blocks.
What are 1, 2, 3 blocks?
Uh,
I think they're exactly what they sound like.
Oh, those things? Eh.
Did you get the pick and place tool that Jordan found for us?
Yeah, I bought the cheap one to see if it matches up to the other one.
it works great.
I'm sure it does. It's probably just that tool painted black and labeled with a hobby brand and sold for 4 times as much money.
That's right.
Probably.
It's a sparkly Chinesian.
I don't want 1, 2, 3 blocks. Well, maybe I want DuPont connectors.
How you doing on solder and flux?
I have plenty of solder and flux.
How you
More than
doing
enough.
on Jet's Pizza?
I can't eat any more of that for at least 2 months. It's so damn filled. I had 2 pieces and I'm like laid up. Like I need a nap after just 2. That stuff is heavy duty pizza.
It looks delicious, man.
It's pretty tasty. I gotta say, it's pretty tasty. It's it doesn't rival my favorite New York pizza, or let's say Lou Malnati's in Chicago, but it's for all the non-New York, non-Chicago pizza I've had, it's definitely really good. It's
Awesome.
excellent. But I don't think they use the authentic Wisconsin block cheese. I think Jets uses mozzarella. Can't be 100% certain. Let me turn this off. I don't want to burn out the thing. Is there something else? Let's see. Need more? No. I got so many LEDs. Polishing stuff. No. Tools? I don't think I need any more tools.
Unless they have Makita written on them.
What happened?
Unless they have Makita written on them, you don't need any more.
No. Perplexing. I don't know what to do here. I'm kind of confused. It's easier to shop after you've been drinking for a few hours, too. I haven't had anything all day, so,
It's easier to convince you to shop when you've been drinking for a few hours.
It's very true. Let's see.
How about some new CR123 batteries for your UV flashlight?
Just say yes.
No. I use the rechargeable, the 18650s in the and I have a lot of CR123s, Todd. Probably got 3 dozen floating around here.
I didn't realize that that's the same battery that's in my red dot.
Yes,
So
exactly.
I'm like, hey, look, I have a whole bag of these.
I have piles of them. I also have regular flashlights that use those batteries, like old school stream lights. Breadboard, and I don't know. I'm not going to get into Arduino right now. I want to do a proper, thorough shopping trip for that online. Ah, man. Are you for Coffee Crisp? The hell's Coffee Crisp?
Type
I
of
can't-
candy.
I can't have excess caffeine, Ken.
The excess caffeine counteracts the beer.
I have a caffeine sensitivity issue. Any food products I need? No, I still got the bag. I still got a nice sweet sack of nuts upstairs. I don't need to order more of those. What? They're the what, pecans?
That
Candy.
goes right along with the I don't remember what it was, but
That's what I need.
what do you need?
I need beef jerky. I need beef jerky. Let's see what we got here.
So now you need butt jerky.
I want tender beef jerky. I want some tender beef in my mouth.
Oh, jeez.
Too bad, Jordan.
What?
You didn't get that far, did you?
I hate when I get tough beef jerky and you have to like gnaw on it. Beef tender bites. Teriyaki. Yeah, too sweet. Wagyu. Whoa.
Canned coffee crisp is fantastic.
Canadian chocolate bar. I bought some of that. What is that? That circular German chocolate with the caffeine in it.
Rocket
That's-
chocolates.
Something like that. It's crazy. I mean, in World War II, I think they put drugs in them, but now it's just caffeine.
Tanker chocolate.
Yeah, that was it.
Get your methamphetamines here.
Cattleman's Cut teriyaki beef jerky.
You guys got any of those greenies?
Oh.
Oh my
Isn't that what
god.
you feed dogs?
Yeah, those are for dogs. I have a
How's
bag
your wallet?
upstairs for the pooches.
No. It's what baseball players. Greenies is what baseball players would take in like the 60s and 70s. It was like early PEDs, and it was basically just meth.
Okay, let's see. Here it is.
Gordon?
Cattleman's Cut Texas-style flank
Uh-huh.
beef jerky. I love
How's your
that
wallet
stuff.
feeling today?
It's okay.
right.
After buying
got-
the camera, you know.
Yeah. Well, I got something you might want.
Yeah, what's that?
This.
What is that?
Hang on. So, I'm not sure how well it's going to work with stranded wire. But you take your LED, you slip your LED into the middle of this thing, and you take your, like I said, not sure how well it's going to work with stranded wire.
I gotta see what this looks like. What is
Yeah.
going on here?
But that's not going to work very well. What you do is you slip. So there's the hole in the center.
Uh-huh.
Put your wire in there, and then there's another hole in this trench. You put your other wire that you're soldering to the LED leg or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and you twist it, and it
Oh.
wraps the wire unbelievably tight.
And then
You
you
can't-
just solder the super tight wire.
Yep.
Oh my god. That's that crap that I'm talking about, Buck. You got all sorts of crazy crap.
Okay, I just Todd Buck put a link to that thing. You said it doesn't work with stranded wire though.
I don't know how well it's going to work with stranded wire.
Ah, there's a lot of stranded wire.
I don't know if I'm going to find it or not because I bought this thing like years ago.
Okay,
What?
ordered beef jerky. I gotta go, guys.
All right, Ian.
Bye, Ian.
All
Have a
right.
good night.
Ian.
Yeah.
Enjoy dinner.
Yep. Later, everybody. Oh no! No!